Meteors, chunks of primordial rock and ice from the birth of our solar system, burning in our atmosphere and creating superheated plasma, resulting in a mesmerizing streak of light in the night sky. Soon after entry, the heat reaches over 1400 degrees Celsius, at which the meteors, made mostly of iron and nickel, begin to melt and break up. The Perseids, one of the largest meteor showers of the year. The Black Rock Desert, an empty and dead space void of any human influence and light pollution, where you can see every star in the night sky. An N5800 and L1000 rocket motor. See where this is going yet? We're flying a rocket into the Perseids. In exactly 9 months from the release of this video, the Perseids will reach their peak over the U.S. I've been working out the logistics, designs, and plan for this program for about a month now. I'm going to call it Project Vulcan, after the Roman god of fire, which seems fitting since meteors are just big balls of fire with a rocky core. In this video, we are going to talk about some of the goals and the format for the video series that I will make to cover this program. Goal number 1 is just to succeed. I want to build the rocket, fly the rocket, and get the footage of the Perseids. Goal number 2 is, as we talked about in the intro, to fly a rocket into the mesosphere, which is the layer of the atmosphere where most meteors burn up. But I would also like to launch 2 or 3 weather balloons with cameras, which will be at higher altitudes, and then we will also have some cameras set up on the ground so that we can get some good ground footage. Along with this, the rocket will also deploy a small capsule with cameras that will sit in the mesosphere for like an hour to capture a longer shot of the Perseids as they enter and burn up in the atmosphere. Goal number 3 is just to have fun. This is the definition of a passion project, so I don't want to have just a boring old project where it feels like work. If this program isn't fun, I won't call it a failure, but it won't exactly be a success either. Now, if you have seen some of the recent videos on this channel, you may be familiar with my TVC-1 video series, which is covering how I've been constructing my first TVC-1 rocket. And if you want to watch that series, that will be linked in the upper right-hand corner. But the video series, if you even want to call it that, for this program will be a little different. It won't really be a series at all. We won't have episode 1, episode 2, and so forth. It'll be more where I have a video on composite fin cans, a video about building the rocket, a video on cameras, and then a video on the launch with probably a few more videos in there. But each video won't be specifically centered on the project. I got this idea from one of my favorite channels, BPS Space, which will also be linked in the upper right-hand corner. Now, if you are wondering, yes, this will probably be a logistical nightmare. So let's talk about the first thing, which is just getting the optimal time to launch when the amount of Perseids in the sky will be at the peak. So I did a quick Google search, and I found this website called the American Meteor Society. And according to this, the Perseids will be most active on August 12th and 13th, 2025. That gives us 9 months to design, build, and test the vehicle. And once we do get to launch day, we have a 5.5-hour window from midnight to 5:30 a.m. on the 12th and the same length window on the 13th as a backup launch day. Now, another logistical challenge is the motors. Now, since I am on the internet, I don't want to say my age, but I will say that I'm older than 10 but younger than 16. But because I am not 18 yet, I cannot get certified above level 1 as a junior. So this limits me to only A through H impulse motors. And as I said before, the current plan is to use an N5800 as the booster and an L1000 as the sustainer. And I'm sure that we will have to make that L1000 a much bigger motor, so I'm talking with a few people to solve that. The final logistical snag is money. As you informed earlier, I'm younger than 16, which means I can't legally work yet. So this channel is my only source of income. So if you would like to help out, please consider subscribing to my Patreon page, which is linked in the description down below, along with the Pendergast Orbitals app, where you can find all sorts of information about upcoming and past launches, become a member of our club, listen to our podcast, read articles. We also have a window about all the biggest news on this channel. You can read about past projects. Our past sponsorships are on there as well, and we didn't forget about our club members. All their projects that they want us to display are put on that website too. That is all I have to cover in this video, so with that, my name is Liam P, and I will see you next time.